So I first want to request our Pakistani panelists, Syed Tariq Peerzada, don't get into this whole business of, you know, we are going to go to war with you, etc. Don't overreact, sir.
All right.
Don't overreact on this, sir. But just look at
you started to say something.
Sir, look at it in perspective.
That will change the.
No, you don't discuss rationally. Discuss with logic.
May I say something? May I please say something?
Yeah, you know, please.
We are talking of a.
Sir, what is happening?
All right. Let's talk about the UN Observer mission and the Simla Agreement. You know, this point that is being raised.
Yes.
Raised to remove this, mission from India and the.
It's not removed yet.
From the Indian side of the Kashmir.
It's not removed. We are only saying it's totally irrelevant.
We are talking about it.
Yes.
Oh, no, listen, hold on. When you say something is irrelevant, you take steps to remove it. Number one. Number two, then tomorrow you'll say, let us eliminate Simla Agreement also.
No, we are not saying that.
You know what that
no, you
mean?
can't. No, we are not saying that.
No, hold on.
No, but we are not saying that.
Hold on, let me finish.
No, you can't say what we've not said. No, we are in fact saying to you today, we stand by the Shimla Agreement.
I'm the one who's talking.
So, but we stand by the Shimla Agreement. We are not taking those positions. We stand by the Shimla Agreement signed by your President Bhutto after your loss in the 1971 war.
And you are just jumping, off the floor. Now, let me just talk.
Sir, after we freed Bangladesh, you signed the Simla Agreement.
If India is a serious negotiator on the issue
do not stick
of
to the
Kashmir,
Simla Agreement.
Let me say a couple of things. If India is a serious party to the dispute of Kashmir, if India respects Simla Agreement,
yes.
You know what is the last paragraph of this Simla Agreement? It says, and it said 40 years ago, let us immediately resume negotiations on the future of Kashmir. You have wasted 40 years.
No, 1 second.
Don't waste any more time.
You are so, I'll get General Bakshi.
You have a good person.
Okay, no, General Bakshi. General Bakshi, I'll tell you. General Bakshi from Delhi responding to you, sir.
We've heard you.
General Bakshi, please. General Bakshi responding. Sir, hear the other side. Hear the Indian panelists tonight.
No, I just put my foot on your tail.
Mr. Peerzada, can I, with your permission?
No.
You know, Arnab, the problem with our Pakistani interlocutors is the fact that they are totally aware of the complete fatigue of the international community with their rantings and ravings about Kashmir. Nobody in the world is interested. Your entire, attempt to hang on so desperately to the UN observers outfit is, your last straw, clutching at internationalizing somehow the Kashmir issue on which the rest of the world is bored to death. It is a non-issue as far as they are concerned. The only issue, if there is any, Mr. Peerzada, is the fact that you are still in controversion of the UN resolutions, hanging on to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir.
No. Either you let me talk or even you won't be able to talk. Come on now, wake up. Let me talk.
Sir, you say you let me talk. I think you have nothing to say. The point of the matter is this, that I just want to tell Brigadier Javed Hussain, Brigadier Javed Hussain, who's very, you get very worked up and emotional about this. I want to say one thing to Brigadier Javed Hussain. Brigadier Hussain, you see, you understand your global situation. I'll just give me 30 seconds. I'll explain it. I'll explain it to Brigadier Hussain and Admiral Javed Iqbal. 30 seconds, I'll explain it. You see what's happening is, sir, I'll tell you, 1 second, please remember, 1 second, sir, let me explain the position. Sir, let me, Brigadier Hussain,
our position is very strong.
Sir, I'll tell you, just give me 30 seconds. You see, everyone in the world is after Hafiz Saeed now. You can't, no, 1 second, no, you can't escalate the situation on your western side, you can't escalate the situation on your eastern side, you are sandwiched. The Americans are going to go. Your money is running out. Your money is running out.
No, we
The
are not
only
running out of money.
your money is beginning to run out, and the Kashmir issue is slipped out of your hands. The Kashmir issue has slipped out of your hands. Nobody in the world, Brigadier Javed Hussain, listens to you anymore. So this empty rhetoric, we'll go to war with you, etc., has to stop.
Engaged in bonded labor. You have 800 million people living below poverty. India is a third.
Sir, I'm telling you,
Don't
sir.
worry about your country.
Sir, at least, sir, you listen to the.
You cannot put your words in our mouth.
Sir, I know, I don't want to. I just want to put a little bit of reason inside your mind. That's all.
No,
just a little bit of reason.
You never talk about reason.
You know, Arnab, our Pakistani guests may kindly be told to focus their energies on Operation Zarb-e-Azb. आप अपना ऑपरेशन करिए, save your breath, save your energies. We are not impressed by your threats.
Want to keep the United Nations.
General Rahil said,
if you want to throw them out, throw it.
Pakistan,
what is
and
the
we will focus
so like this. You will
just as much. You will focus on Zarb-e-Azb.
So 1 second, sir. Brigadier Javed Hussain, can you tell me in this situation why this suicidal streak in Pakistan today? This completely suicidal. We may have lost anything. We'll keep raising this issue. I want to ask Brigadier Javed Hussain, sir. No, I want to ask Brigadier Javed Hussain because I understand you're clinging on because this is the only thing. Maybe it's the only reason for your existence. Maybe it is the only reason for your existence. But still,
we are paying the price. We are paying the price.
So we are about to
paying the price of defending India.
So we are telling you it's a bilateral conflict.
Look, remember.
Sir,
if we bring the Dural line to Wagah border, you will regret.
So which world are you in?
Pakistan.
So which world are you in?
Which world you are in? You don't realize this? You don't realize this? We are paying the price.
Arnab, I must come in here.
Sushant Sareen,
please, allow me a second.
Sir, today the Pakistani guests are...
One Hafiz Saeed. One Hafiz Saeed is enough to stop your laughter.
So you admit Hafiz Saeed is on your payroll.
Arnab, I must make
No, 1 second. It's very important. The Admiral has admitted that the world's... 1 second. The Admiral has admitted today... One second. This is significant. 1 second. Admiral Javed Iqbal. Admiral Javed Iqbal.
You are saying so.
Admiral Javed Iqbal. Admiral Javed Iqbal, you have just, can I just tell our viewers what you have said?
At your own.
Admiral Javed Iqbal, you have just admitted on a national channel in India that Hafiz Saeed, that joker, that coward, that terrorist is on your payrolls. I think it's a very significant moment, Sushant Sareen, and we have had that admission on national television.
I never had any doubt on this, and the UN Secretary
They have just made the admission very significant. Maybe under provocation.
Why don't you complain to United Nations?
Maybe under provocation.
Why don't you go to your godfather Washington?
Sir, I don't know. Sir, you can believe...
Why are you so scared?
Sir, Admiral, how are you behaving, Admiral?
The thing is, whether you... Look, listen to me now.
One participant is threatening us with military action, and the other is admitting that Hafiz Saeed is on their payroll.
Or not,
I think this has been a very
nothing to do.
discussion.
So
We've got one person threatening us with military action, and the other one is admitting that Hafiz Saeed is on their payroll.
That is why we are fighting with... That is why we are fighting with them. They are on our payroll. That is why we are fighting with them.
Gentlemen, one second. Sushant Sareen,
you are so ungrateful. You are fighting the other guys.
You are fighting with Hafiz Saeed. That's news.
You don't realize.
Or no, I must say I am quite astounded by some of the stuff which I have heard today.
So am I. I'm astounded.
Because one of the Pakistani guests says that we should be thankful to them that the Durand line has not come up to the Wagah. I thought the Pakistanis were seeking strategic depth in Afghanistan until now. Now I think that the Afghans are seeking strategic depth in Pakistan. This is a completely bizarre situation, and I think it's the Metternichs and these Clausewitz in the Pakistani establishment who have actually reduced this country to practically a failed state. And it's because of these kind of characters who have been this gift to Pakistan, which has actually reduced Pakistan into a laughingstock of the world. Here is this guy who says that we should be thankful to them that the Durand line has not come to the Radcliffe line. I'm yet to hear a more bizarre take, a strategic take from any Pakistani. This is bizarre even by Pakistani standards, I must say.
People living below poverty line. India being the fourth most corrupt country in the world.
Sir,
I have nothing to be proud of.
Brigadier Javed
India
Hussain
has a long way to go.
Brigadier Javed Hussain. Brigadier Javed Hussain. Do you think? No, one second. I just want one question. Brigadier Javed Hussain.
You can't scare Pakistan.
Brigadier Javed Hussain. Do you believe?
India has got nothing.
Brigadier Javed Hussain, at least publicly and on platforms like this, do you think our Pakistani guests should not admit to the close links of the Pakistani state with Hafiz Saeed?
What are you talking?
With Hafiz Saeed? Since people like you, since you on several occasions, Hafiz Saeed, Brigadier Hussain, you have yourself said you are not in agreement with what these people do and the support that they get in Pakistan. I have considered you to be more reasonable on such issues. Would you say at least publicly on national television in India, Pakistani guests should not flaunt closeness with an international terrorist like Hafiz Saeed?
Should listen.
Let me say on this that India, whatever you've said about Pakistan, say a few words about India also.
Sir,
the rape capital of the world.
Sir, I think again now you have run short
My
of
God,
questions.
what a distinction.
I'd say this today that I'll tell you one thing, Brigadier Hussain. I can find that you are scared of getting into this debate because it worries you. But I'd say one thing on behalf of all the people today watching this program across India, and this goes out with all seriousness to the Pakistani guests and especially to Syed Tariq Peerzada. Mr. Peerzada, I want to say one thing to you. Just Mr. Peerzada, please.
You talking of
Peerzada. I want to tell you, Mr. Peerzada,
you talking of sandwich.
Mr.
Have you heard of what is known as nutcracker?
Sir, I can only say here, Mr. Peerzada, remember this. This Jurassic style, your Jurassic style kind of threat today of going to war with India was very laughable. One. Point number two,
it was very
to the
serious.
Admiral I want to say,
and you guys
to the Admiral I want to say that Admiral I understand that you went to war in 1971, you must have been in the Pakistan Navy, and I know that you carry that hurt for 43 years, sir, but don't reveal your hurt on national television in India. And Brigadier Hussain, I thought you were a reasonable and sensible man. You used to speak against Hafiz Saeed. Today, Brigadier, you don't even have the courage to tell your other two Pakistani guests not to flaunt their proximity with a terrorist.
Never.
Sir, don't flaunt your proximity to a terrorist.
Arnab,
I have never discussed.
It's really sad.
And
why are you doing this? Because Kashmir is slipping out of your hands.
This debate is about
have not been threatening us with war and brimstone.
Sir, it is not
because they are more aware of the consequences.
It is not about
it is our civilian friend who is threatening us with nuclear Armageddon. So get lost.
Anyway,
like I said, please save your energies for the war that you are fighting in your own territory. You will, believe me, you will
We are fighting a war.
One can always bring in the Naxalites.
So anyway, sir, at this stage, I declare this debate closed because I think our Pakistani will run out of arguments.
Is under the grip of Naxalites.
I understand. For sir, a bankrupt state. Sir, listen to me, sir. Sir, please focus on your problems in your own country. The UN is out of this whole Kashmir issue. You are welcome to talk to us. We will treat you with respect. You try and cross the line, we'll close the doors on you. We'll just, you know what we'll just, Mr. Peerzada, you can go and fight with your toy guns somewhere else. Your Chinese borrowed toy guns, you can fight somewhere else. We are going to close the door on you. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight.